guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jane from Jane Loves to Shop, and today I'm making a turkey meatloaf, which I believe if you didn't know it was turkey, you would think it was beef. I really think so. And I do my meatloaf probably different every time I make it. I mean, it's basically the same, but I use whatever I have around the house. But I do have a couple of secret ingredients that I'll let you in on. So I'm going to show you what I got here. I've got my coffee. Got to have my coffee to get your beverage of choice. And here are my ingredients. I've got my pound of ground turkey right here. I've got 1 egg, and I've got a little bit of olive oil and a whole bunch of seasonings. All right, let's get started. Putting the oven on at 350. Now the sides that I'm going to have with the meatloaf, I'm going to have carrots. I have a bag of baby carrots that I am going to be cooking in a pot with a little bit of water, and I put butter and I put honey, and I let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes, and you got delicious carrots. And for potato, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just doing instant Idahoan 4-cheese instant mashed potatoes. So that'll be my meal. But I hope you like this recipe. It's really easy. Of course, meatloaf isn't really hard, but I know everybody makes it different. And I just wanted to show you that over the years, I've been trying to eat healthier. And when my son was younger, and when I was, living with my boyfriend, I would try to sneak in a turkey meatloaf. And I got to tell you, I think I perfected it, because the last few times I did it, nobody knew. Nobody knew that it was turkey. They thought it was hamburger. So that's a compliment, right? Alrighty, let's get going. It's a little bit still frozen. I can't believe it. I'm just going to break it up. And one of the things about turkey is that it's very light. It's not as dark as Hamburg, and that can give it away. But I think I have a remedy for that. Yes, I do. So how you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. It's Saturday here. It's Flag Day. And it's cloudy here in Southwest Florida. But other than that, not too much going on for me today. I thought I would cook myself a nice meal. All right, so we got the turkey. We're going to crack an egg. Okay, so what I do, I put a little bit of olive oil. I think it just makes it a little more moist, along with the 1 egg. Just a little. I don't measure anything. I just get right in there. So I'm going to put in some garlic powder. Oh, kind of hard. And we're going to get it in there. I like a lot of garlic. All right. We got that going. Italian seasoning. I put a little bit of turmeric in because I know it's good for you. Now I have some of this honey root, or hungry root I should say, honey and herb. It's got brown sugar. Now I would normally put about a teaspoon of brown sugar. I like a little sweet. So normally I would put in a little brown sugar, but because this has brown sugar in it, and it's from hungry root, it's got brown sugar, salt, garlic, honey powder, black pepper, smoked paprika, onion, thyme, basil, fennel seed, and citric acid. Now this has already been opened because I used this in one of the recipes, but I didn't want to throw away. They give you a generous amount of seasoning. So I'm just going to throw that right in. Easy peasy. Now one of my secrets, and there's different things you can use to beef it up, and I say beef it up, I use brown gravy mix. Now this is all I have left. I only had about a third of a packet, but for 1 pound of ground turkey, I would probably use at least half a packet. Now you can also use maybe a cup of beef broth if you have that instead, or that beefy onion soup mix. That makes it really good too. Or a combination of any of these items. Now I'm also low on breadcrumbs, and I like the panko plain breadcrumbs. Sometimes I'll get the Italian style, and they're really good. But I'm just going to throw in what I have left. It's just about the right amount, which I would say is maybe 2/3 of a cup. What else? I do a little salt, but not too much because everything else, a lot of the seasonings have salt in it. I'm going to use extra black pepper because I'm a black pepper girl. Now I'm also going to use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and that really makes the meat a little darker. It makes it a little richer, and it tastes more like beef also. So that's a good thing to just kind of squirt in your meatloaf. So I'm just going to put a generous amount in. All right. Yes, I'm humming. When am I not humming, right? But it's all good because when I'm humming, usually means I'm happy. If I'm not happy, I'm not humming. So here's another little trick. I'm not going to put too much of this in because I had that hungry root seasoning with the honey in it. But some barbecue sauce, and if it has brown sugar or honey and it's a sweet barbecue sauce, or even if it's tangy, I like the baby what is it called, Sweet Baby Ray's. But I was buying this off of Amazon, and for whatever reason Amazon had it at a ridiculous price, so I ended up getting the Kraft sweet brown sugar barbecue sauce, which smells very good. So I'm just gonna put a nice, probably 3 teaspoons maybe. That is good. So I pretty much, oh, I forgot one thing, ketchup. I also like to throw some ketchup in. Alrighty. So I think we've got everything. Now I'm just going to get my hands right in there. all this goodness. And I'm breaking it apart as I go because it's still a little frozen, but not bad. I took it out of the freezer day before yesterday, but I don't know, maybe my refrigerator setting is a little high. I don't know. Seems like things take a while to defrost. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that's cold. It's like putting your hand in ice cubes. I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and mixed. And then I'm going to get my dish out. My baking dish. I'll wash my hands. All right. I got my baking pan here. Oh, one other thing I'm going to put in, which I've never done before, I have some sriracha sauce. Sriracha chili sauce, which I had from another recipe that I did. So I am going to put a little bit of this in too. Just a little bit. It might give it a little kick, but that's okay. Sometimes I put in red pepper flakes, just a little bit, because I like a little kick. But you can absolutely leave that out. And you can also add, you know, like if you like Dijon mustard, for a little, you know, spicy flavor. I think the real important ingredient for this turkey meatloaf to make it really taste like beef is to include, like I said, the Worcestershire sauce and some brown gravy mix and or beef broth. Oh, what else? Or that beefy Lipton soup, onion soup mix. That works too. So, okay, we're all nice and mixed, so I'm going to plop it into my baking dish now. Get it all out. And put it in the shape of a loaf. Now, I've seen people put, you know, take a pound of Hamburg, or maybe two if you're doubling it, and they put it into muffin cups, and that way everybody has their own individual meatloaf. I really like that idea. I think that's really nice, and so you can do that too, you know. I've been wanting to try that, but this is what I usually do just to keep it simple. I make it just like this, so it looks like a meat, you know, traditional meatloaf. But you can do it any way you want. I'm gonna wash my hands again. All right. Now what I do, and a lot of people do it, I do like to put some ketchup over the top. I think it makes it look nice. It gives it added flavor. But again, you could use barbecue sauce if you wanted to do that. Or you could just leave it plain if you want to do that. I mean, you can... I just like the way it looks. My mom used to do this with the meatloaf, always putting ketchup on. And I don't know, I just like it. Then on top, I'm just going to put some parsley flakes right on top of the ketchup, just to make it look pretty. All right, so that's my meatloaf, guys. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about an hour at 350. And I'll see you when I'm ready to cook the carrots. Alrighty. Hi guys, I'm back and it's time to cook the carrots, and I gotta say, meatloaf's been in there for about 30 minutes and it's smelling really good in here. So now, put them on high. I'm gonna get these potatoes going too. All you gotta do is 2 cups of boiling water to a heat-resistant serving bowl, and then add the pouch and let stand for 1 minute. Moisten with a fork and let stand for 1 minute. Stir well and enjoy. Well, that couldn't be easier, huh? Just hot water. Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. So now I'm going to put some honey in my carrots. Yes, I am. I put the honey in before I cook them, and I just put maybe a cup and a half of water. I don't cover them all with the water. I just maybe cover half of them. And again, I don't measure, I just pour it in, but it makes them nice and sweet. Then I'll put a little salt on them too. And just let them simmer for a while. I'll take the cover off to let the water absorb, and then they'll be done. We'll let them cook for a few minutes and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, the meatloaf's been in there for about an hour and 10 minutes, but I'm leaving it in for, I don't know, maybe another 10 minutes because it was a little icy when I took it out of the fridge. It wasn't totally thawed out yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some butter in the carrots. That. Okay. Ooh, we got some thunder and lightning out there going on here in Florida. So I'll put a nice couple of pats of butter in the carrots. And I already put some salt in. And you can see most of the water is absorbed. There's still a little bit, but I'm just leaving it. So the carrots are just about done. So now I'm gonna take the water for the potatoes and I'm gonna most likely nuke it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Okay. Well, now I've got the meatloaf is out of the oven. And there it is in all its glory. Pretty cool, huh? It smells good. I hope it's done. And I've got my carrots here. And I've got the hot water for my potatoes. So that's the last thing I'm going to do, is just put the pouch of potatoes in the water. And I guess we just that's just about it. And then just kind of let it sit, I guess. Let's say 2 cups. Yes, it did. Just let stand for 1 minute. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into this meatloaf. And we're going to see how it is. Alrighty. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta put this down. Gotta put you down for a minute. Okay, so I cut nice end slice of meatloaf. I'll probably end up having another, but I'm gonna taste it. Again, it comes out different every time because, like I said, I'll put whatever I have around the house. Usually I'll just put it in. It was very good. Very, very good. Very good. If I do say so myself. So now I gotta whip these potatoes. Just give them a stir. Again, these are instant potatoes. I like the butter and herb ones better than the 4 cheese. But I think they were out when I went to Publix and they had a sale. I think it was buy 2, get 1 free, or I don't know, it might have been buy 1, get 2 free. I'm not even sure. Sometimes they have good sales like that, you know. Alright, so I'm going to plop some of this on my plate. And some carrots. And again, I have butter. I put butter on the carrots. And I put honey on them while they were cooking in the water. And if you want more honey, you can always put more on. Some of it does kind of glaze right over them. It'll stay on, but you know, some of it probably does evaporate. But to me, it just gives it the right amount of sweetness. So I'm going to get another piece of meatloaf because I'm hungry. All right, guys, so that's my dinner right there. And I think it's gonna be delish. I hope you try this recipe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what the men in your life think, because I know men always like a hamburger meatloaf. They don't want a turkey meatloaf. But again, let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell, notification bell, and it will notify you next time I have another video, so you don't miss a thing. Alrighty, take care and be safe, and happy Flag Day. Alrighty, bye-bye.